two-tier question for you. When was the last time you caught public transport, and what do you make of the city's road and rail options beyond the personal car?
I haven't used public transport for a while, and you know, getting back, the roads are killing people. We've said this before. There should be a two-lane motorway to Fielding. People are being killed on the roads. We need to open up the gorge. There's people being killed on the Saddle Road. These are just they're murder. It's murder. I can't believe it's still happening. That these things are allowed to be happening in our society. The whole thing with our roading, that we've got such a huge investment in it, yet we're getting no return from it as well. Like we used to have the Ministry of Transport, so you get some funding, but certainly we need to bring back that our own city council can issue registrations and warrants, and along with insurances to people with cars, so that we can actually get funding to maintain our roads, so that people aren't just using them without contributing to that.
I live in the rural Manawatū, so I usually commute to come into here in my own private vehicle. And looking at the council's use in the report, it actually stated that it was actually very poorly used by Palmerston North City residents. I'm unsure. I know that in Munich, in Germany, they've actually stopped their electric buses running. They're the battery-powered ones, and just because of fires. So looking forward to public transport use, I'm not too sure how we could improve that unless we make it free for its citizens.
I work out of Palmy, so it's hard for me to use the public transport. But our public transport is poor. As I was saying, we can copy other cities. Greenback was an initiative of Palmerston North. Now, excuse me to repeat, Paris has get it. Vélo Libre in Paris, it's an initiative of Palmerston North. We initiating and we losing. Now we have a scooters, which is good, but we can come back also in our Greenback. Thank you.
Yeah, Pierre brings up a good thing. The scooters, I think, have been a great initiative. So obviously, the city only really looks after that roading network, remembering that the buses are the domain of our regional council, and maybe that's a question for our regional councillors. But look, how long ago have I used it? A couple of weeks ago. I use the Capital Connection a lot when I go to Wellington. I think it's a great service. That hopefully will become part of the Greater Wellington and connect the Manawatū into Wellington. And it's great that that's being well used. So ups for the trains. Buses, absolutely we need to do better. I think we're really poorly served with quite an outdated hub and spoke model that we've got there. But I know that regional council, to be fair to them, are looking at a review and making that more accessible. Glenn's got some points on, do we make it free? There is some barriers, so what are the barriers? I think it's frequency, having the right mode of transport too. Do we need big buses? Do we need small buses? And also our city pathways, to our cycling community. And our cycling numbers have improved despite some social media. And also our pathways. You just have a look what we've done on the Awa, the river. That's been fantastic.